Welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Anime Review, episode number 20. And yeah, I'm reviewing the 96th episode of the anime, which called The Time Has Come, Off to the Null Realm with the Fate of the Universe at Stake. This is also the 20th episode of this very arc. So just by sheer coincidence, that just had to be that way. Yeah. This episode picks up right where last week's episode off with Frieza, kind of seeing like familiar faces again. Though here's kind of the thing: he only met some of these people before. The first time he met Goku, like was on Planet Namek, which is Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Piccolo. Those are the four people he met. Oh yeah, and Krillin. He met five people. He already knew Vegeta, but he met four of them on Planet Namek. When it came to Earth, the second time, it's mostly the same people, except he met with Gohan again. The only people who was part of this group he's never met before. Up the top of my head, I think he's seen TM before. Yeah, I think he's seen him when he fought against him during the Resurrection F arc. But the only people I can think of he's never met before is Android 17, 18. Yeah, I think it's just these two. As far as I can tell, these two are the only ones he's never met before. He's seen Bulma before, but never seen these two before. Yeah, Krillin's wife, 17, 18, who happen to be Krillin's wife and brother-in-law, respectively. Yeah, and Vegeta's about to sort of fight with Frieza because, well, he hates him due to destruction of its own planet. Makes sense. And Goku says, yeah, he'll keep him alive. But I would have loved now this is also a follow the sub as well, because they never even had a brief exchange of dialogue between him and 18. That would have been something because these two never met before at all. Yeah. Because see, 18 showed up in the following saga after his first official death when he got sliced to pieces by Future Trunks. Who, by the way, I should point out though, even by the most recent film, even after he got resurrected again, he still hasn't met up again with. He still hasn't seen Future Trunks since his first official death. Yeah, though, kind of in a way, Frieza's died like 3 times now. Yeah, first he got killed by Goku, and then he got killed by Future Trunks. So yeah, he got killed by Goku twice of all things. Yep. And he's had to do the whole thing of like discuss team strategies. Like he's like, nah, I don't really need to. I decided to do the whole holding hands thing. Though Beerus' line has actually changed the dub, where he says, hold my hand instead. Here it's just like, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it's a different line. And they get there, and mostly it's the same type of dialogue you see if you watch the sub. Mostly the same anyways. They do make some changes here and there. Like, of course, like when they first get there, the place is being sort of finished up in a way. There kind of was a reason for that in the episode, because even though the arena wasn't that completed, they had the other gods of the universe show up, God Destruction of the Universe show up, and they have 3 of them have a brief, like, 3-way duel, and it does heavy damage to the arena. So, because they damaged it, they had to fix it with their powers. And it took a while, and eventually, like, they finished up while having some characters dodge their attacks. So, they also said we have Goku meeting Caulifla and Kale for the first time in this episode. Yeah, and these two, Goku had battles with these two for on and off for pretty much up until they got erased toward the end of this particular arc. And then he senses, then him, Vegeta, Caulifla, Kale, and Caleb sense Universe 11. And Goku says hi at the top, and Top says in the sub, he says he's like, do you hold a grudge against me for that? He's like, no, I don't hold grudges. They actually changed his dialogue a bit, but it's mostly the same, except they did change the wording of it, where Goku says he wants to pick up where we left off at Top at the exhibition, and Top agrees that they will probably fight. And of course, we also get chances to hear the first time ever in the dub, Jiren's dub voice. who is it's basically Patrick Stoltz, but you only hear 2 words out of his whole mouth the whole episode. And here's the thing about Jiren. The guy doesn't talk very much for the first half of this tournament until like toward the very end, because he's actually one of the last people eliminated in the sub. But I'm not going to spoil how the ending happens in the anime. I will get to when the dub gets to it. But yeah, first half, Jiren doesn't hardly speak a word at all, because these 2 words are the only time he speaks throughout the first half of this arc.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this half of the arc is roughly like, I think it's like 40 episodes. So, yeah. I would probably say up until they have the first battle between Goku and Jiren, which is something they build up for a few months. Yeah, up until that fight, Jiren doesn't speak a word at all. Most of the time, he doesn't participate in any battles at all except fighting Goku. That's basically what he is. And you also see the fact that he's able to predict that these 2 bricks were able to avoid him just by standing still. Yeah. Let's see what else. You see all the other teams. Mostly the same. The introduction, and that's really it. It's just basically a good like interaction. It's basically just an interaction episode of Universe 7 meeting several different universes, Goku meeting Califa and KO for the first time. Which, yeah, these 2 become a little bit annoying to Goku after a while. And I look forward to how their fight goes in the dub. I know how their fight goes in the sub, where they do fight, and it is quite interesting of how their fighting style is similar, but a little bit different. But at least that Goku actually treats with a good amount of respect because she's a woman. But I'm looking forward to like talking about when it gets to that particular point of when Goku fights Califa. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So that's really it for this particular review. Now I have 2 more videos coming after this, and it'll be 2 comic corners. Those that are probably a little curious though, like when you watch my videos, like why did 7 Cents come before the One Piece review? Because that was by accident. Yeah, it was just by pure accident I uploaded that first, even though I wanted to upload One Piece, but I clicked the wrong thing. So I uploaded 7 Cents first, then One Piece, then the comic corner. It was just by pure accident. That's the first time that's ever happened to me, where I uploaded the wrong video first. Like, despite the fact I said in the previous video that this video would come next. But yeah, that was pure accident. That's basically how it was, okay? So, my next review will be 2 Batman trades. One, of course, has a very controversial issue, okay? But to use the next review. Bye.